Hello students and welcome to Chem 1A. My name is Dr. Suima and I will be your Chem 1A instructor for the summer intersession of 2021. This is a condensed 6 weeks intersession which you will be learning the material that is normally taught in 16 weeks in a normal semester. So having said that, this is where you need to understand the amount of time and efforts needed to do well and succeed in this class. If we were on campus taking this class as an intersession, you will be spending 5 hours every day from Monday to Friday being in the classroom, listening to lectures and doing labs. So this is a minimum of 25 hours that's only spent on campus in a regular intersession. On top of that, you will have to go home and spend hours working on assignments, homework, lab reports, studying for quizzes and exams. So when we suggest that you need to spend 35 plus hours, it's really the minimum amount that needs to be spent. It is very challenging to take Chem 1A even in a regular semester and more so in a normal intersession or a summer intersession. However, I have taught Chem 1A in multiple intersessions before, and I had many great students who succeeded and achieved high grades, so I know it's doable, but it will demand hard work, dedication, and discipline for sure. So I am sharing a little bit of information regarding the class. This is the home page on Canvas in the class. So once you click on your Canvas shell for the Summer 21 Chem 1A, this is the first page. That's your home page for the class. I try to put certain information here that I find to be important to you, like a link to get the publisher textbook, the PDF or the electronic version. I am also allowing you to have extra resources, which are the open online resources that will be supplemental to your textbook. I'm also having a link for it here, and you will also see it in the modules once I'm going to show you the modules in detail shortly. I'm having also information about how to log into Lancer, where to go if you have any issues with Canvas or computer related issues. You will be given exams, and those exams has to be remotely proctored. However, there are requirements for that. You do have to use a Chrome browser in order to be able to install Proctorio there. You also need a laptop or a computer that has a camera and a microphone, and if you don't have one, there definitely you can check out one from PCC. Here are the contact information that you need. We will have lots of information that normally the professor get the chance to share with the students in the first day, but since this is a class that's entirely conducted online via style called asynchronous, which means all the material is provided to you through organized modules, there will be no Zoom meeting per se with the students. Everything you need is going to be available for you online. Now, granted, that's very challenging and demands lots of work and discipline, taking into account there are also no office hours carried in the summer. So there will be a lot of time management and planning needed on your end to make sure that you guys will be able to succeed. So I'm also including here the syllabus link for you. So if you click on that syllabus link, you will be taken directly into the syllabus. This is in-depth and detailed syllabus telling you, explaining everything, all the information you can possibly ask when it comes to this class. and there will be a check-in assignment, and that check-in assignment will be quizzing you about the syllabus information. The reason I'm doing this is because, as I said, this is a class that's entirely conducted via online. You don't have the access to office hours, and it's not like we are on campus that you can come and see the professor and talk to them in the break or between the lab. So there are lots of information, and all of them are important and necessary for you and for your success. So make sure that you study this syllabus and you are aware of all aspects and all the information needed. I am also talking a little bit here after the syllabus about how to navigate the class, which is pretty much watching this video after you start the orientation module, and I'm going to show you the modules very shortly. This class also have an online homework component, so this is carried by a website called Chem101, and this is a third-party kind of place for you to go and do your homework, and then eventually your grades will be synced to Canvas at the end of the intersession. So there are also ways to deal with the Chem 101. There are important information, and I'm going to go and walk you through it once we go and look at our orientation module. So this is pretty much your home page. A lot of this information would be sent to you also in a welcome letter ahead of time before the class starts, so you can have a head start and understand the expectation of the class. As I said, this is a class that's entirely run online as asynchronous, so everything you need will be found under modules. So modules will be the tab that you have to go to all the time. Now, once we go to modules, you see here that the first module I have for you is the orientation module. So the first segment of that orientation module is welcome and how to navigate the class, which is simply just watching this video that I am making for you right now. So this is how to navigate your class. Now, if I go back, the second thing is certain assignments, which are what we call them check-in assignments, because online we don't have the opportunity to be on campus and see which students are in and which students are out, so we can drop the no-show. So our way to drop the no-show is to see that the students complete what we call check-in assignment. If they complete it, it means it's equivalent to showing up to class. If they do not complete it, it's equivalent to not showing up, and we have to drop them as no-show. So you have to go through these assignments. So you click on the first assignment, which is simply just reading about the academic honesty statement, and you have to provide a signature. When you go next, which is the second segment, is a name coach assignments. All these assignments are very fast. It's going to take, a minute or two at most. Then you have your basic or major sign-in assignment, and that is the one that will quiz you about the syllabus. So I added the syllabus link here in the description box, so you may want to read the syllabus before taking this quiz for sure. Now remember that this quiz is heavy and it carries 9 points, and I am doing this for a purpose because I really need you to get all this information. Then when you go next, you will see that one of the assignments is to start a discussion with your classmates, introducing yourself and breaking the ice, because online we found out that it is so essential and important for the students to form a community and to connect to each other. So this is very important because you will help each other, you will need each other, and you will not feel isolated, because this is what a lot of us feel in an online environment. Next, you will have a segment called Starting Chem 101. As I said, Chem 101 is a separate website. However, please pay attention to this. The first time accessing Chem 101 has to be here via Canvas. You cannot go to their website and start there. That will not work. They will start to ask you for a code, and I don't have a code. And I don't have a code because my Chem 101 is linked to Canvas. So you have to start from Canvas by clicking on this link here. It will take you to the following assignment. It's called Chem 01, and then it says load Chem 101 in a new window. And once you do that, you will start your journey with the website Chem 101. And it will guide you step by step. So now let's go back. This is starting Chem 101. Next step. I have combined all the information that you will need to answer questions on all the coming exams in one document. And I did this after experience of teaching online, because a lot of students don't have access to printers every single exam to print out a document ahead of time. So what I did, I made this document available to you ahead of time. It combines all the information that will needed in all the exams. So all you have to do is to print this document once and use it for all your exams. Now you hit next. This is now the document that you actually can download and print out. It has a periodic table and it has lots of information that you will be needing through the intersession. Now, we are done with our orientation module. Now let's look at the module 1. So module 1 starts also by the beginning of the intersession. So at the beginning of the intersession, you're doing the orientation module, which I suggest that you do it immediately the moment this module will be opened on June 16th before the intersession. Then the moment we start intersession, module 1 starts. So the module 1 will have material from all the way from June 21st till July 2nd. And that is the first, that will only be the first module that will carry the period of 2 weeks. And I am doing this on purpose because I know at the beginning the students need more time to catch up to the style and understand how to deal with all the material. Now, because it's a 2 weeks period, it will have more chapters than the rest of the module. So let me explain to you the logic of how I do build the modules for you. I start every module by what we call the introduction. And this does serve as a study guide. It tells you what chapter I'm gonna be covering, what topics on those chapters I'm covering, what problems from the textbook I am suggesting that you work on. So every module starts with almost a study guide. Then, as you can see, it's organized into module lectures. So in this module, you will see lectures if you click on each one of these from chapter 1, lectures about chapter 2, lecture about chapter 3, and lecture about chapter 4. The second part of the module is assignments and homework. Every module will have assignments and homework. So here we have a study assignment, dimensional analysis problem. You have naming compounds, you have mole concepts, you have empirical formula and molecular formula, you have mass-to-mass stoichiometry, and then there is the Chem 101. And all these assignments here for the Chem 101 are just reminders, so you can go there and do your homework. Then every module have what we call end of module 1 discussion. So if you click on it, this is here your opportunity to, and this is also grading. So you're going to be having 2 points, allocated for that. But this is your opportunity to ask questions. This is something that I created for the students, and it is ran by the students for the students. So you run the whole show. And what you need to do here, that if you are working on an assignment, if you are working on a lab, if you were reading the material and you have a question, most likely your classmates are maybe asking similar questions, and some of them might have known the answer already. So what I need from you is to go there, interact with your classmates, and ask the question. I expect that you interact both ways, that you ask questions and you answer someone else's question. Now, if a question is posted and more than 24 hours or 48 hours passed and nobody know the answer, whoever posted the question can email me so I can go there and see what was missing and help you answer that question. But every module will have the end of that module discussion in which you can discuss the material related to that module. However, pay attention, please, that exams are excluded after you take them. So you cannot talk about the exam after it's administrated to protect the integrity of the exams. Then the next section here is the labs. So every module will have labs and you will see them listed after that tab. And then here, because we will be using Proctorio on July 2nd for exam 1, I created a quiz designed so you actually can try Proctorio on a very non-stressful situation. So I made a very small quiz about that. So you actually can try it. This way you know that the software was installed properly, your computer is working, the camera is working, the microphone is working. So you don't have to stress out about it when it matters during the exam on July 2nd. Now let's look at module 2. Same thing. Every module, this is now, it will be just 1 week short, okay? After module 1, module 2 will be just 1 week. You will have the introduction, then you will have the lectures, you will have the discussion, the labs, homeworks, and then the exam. What I need you to know also about the way I am designing the intersession, at the end of every module, there is an exam. So as you saw here, exam 1 covers all the material of module 1. Exam 2 will cover all the material of module 2. Exam 3 will only cover the material of module 3. Exam 4 will only cover the material of module 4. And exam 5, which is the last exam, will only cover the material of module 5, which is the last module. So we do not have a cumulative final in the intersession. We just have weekly exams. All our exams will be carried on Friday. They will be opened at 5 a.m. and I will close them around midnight. So you have the whole day. You can choose when to take the exam. Now, as you probably have noticed, you will see that every assignment has its due date and the possible points, but for a better place to do this, go to syllabus, and under the syllabus tab here you can view the whole detailed syllabus as I have shown you before, and here you will see what to expect in every day. So you will see that on Wednesday you have 2 things to complete. On Friday there is 1, and Monday there is 1, and so on. So this is your way to figure out what to expect and what to anticipate in every single day during the intersession. So again, you can go to the syllabus tab. Another place for you to go is if you can go to your home page here, and if you go to your view course calendar, and then you will see how every day you will see what are things to be done and how do you plan and expect to plan every week of your intersession, what will be there and what kind of assignments, exams are going to be there. So back now. Again, this is your home page. We looked at the syllabus. We looked at the modules. Under the modules, one more thing that I'm going to show you. After we are done with the material, with the 5 modules, this here is the open resources links. So this is like a similar kind of like to an online available kind of textbook. It is informative. It has enough information. It is not as good as the recommended textbook when it comes to material and question, but it is an extra resource and probably will be helpful for those who will not be able at all to get a textbook, although I highly recommend that you have an access to one. So you will see here that if you want to read more about a certain topic in a given chapter, you will be directed to this link here that has enough information and enough text related material to explain the concept. Maybe it's a good idea because it will be in like another person explaining the topic for you. So this is again something available. You will be able to access it through your module. I think this totally covers everything that I wanted to talk about when it comes to how to navigate the class. Now, we do not have office hours. However, you can always communicate with me and text me. Not sorry, but Canvas texting, which is Canvas messaging kind of thing under inbox. So this is here because I am on the student side, so you cannot see it, but under the inbox you will be able to find me and email me your question about the material. So let's go back. Okay, so this here again, we covered everything, and the grades and the points are roughly estimated on Canvas. You can have a look at them. I am very excited to have you in the class. I'm looking forward to be working with you, and I really wish you all the best in Chem 1A. Thank you, and let's have a good summer. Take care.